It's Week 5 of the National Football League, and this one features Marlon Humphrey. He got the QB not once, but twice last week with a pair of interceptions. It's the Ravens and the Bengals on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland at M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Bengals in this matchup. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means...
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Bengals getting set for their first possession of the ball game and leading them out in his third season. Really the face of Cincinnati football, Joe Burrow.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
Gun. Stop.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
On 2.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Hey, report.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to... Mark him down at the 49. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Jackson. And that's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made. Jackson now. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Jackson. And this is caught. It's a touchdown. Oh, there's a flag down. They're already walking this one back. This one's not going to stand.
Holding offensive.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's in. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first. It 3's in. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. Their 2nd drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
The numbers for Mixon last week: 19 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. the man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
First down, here's Burrow. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
And Tyler Boyd's one of those guys that seems to fly under the radar, but he finds ways to get open, and he has nice hands. He's averaged right around 80 catches a year his last 3 seasons.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. Flush to his right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. That one complete to Prochet. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From midfield now, Burrow. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. This goes out wide from Mixon. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Burrow looking to pass. And incomplete on the deep ball. So on is the lefty, Kevin Huber, to kick it away for the Bengals here on 4th down. James Prochet deep for Baltimore. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're trying to get back on track following the loss to Buffalo a week ago. But the good news, they've got the lead right now here in the football 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Jackson going to hold on to it again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards that time, and a 1st down on the keeper. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper. And a first down.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
All Trey Hendrickson did in his first season in Cincinnati was set the team's new single-season record with 14 sacks. In his last 2 seasons, 1 in New Orleans, he's become one of the best in the league.
Here's Jordan Stout now. On the return is Williams. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape. They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Play action. It's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. With that, he matches his receiving yards from a week ago, and we still have more than a half of football to play. It's a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Burrow will throw. He'll flip this out to Evans. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Again, it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
first and 10, it's Evans.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Second down and 5.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's first and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's Burrow. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up the fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Dancing to his left. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Jackson now. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Credit that to the former Texas Longhorn, Joseph Osai, who got in there.
So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for the Bengals. And they've had all sorts of success thus far tonight throwing the football, as they're on pace to throw for 300-plus yards if things continue the way they've been going. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, we get a look at their numbers on the ground in that first half, as they'll be looking to rev things up here in a tie ball game.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, Curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
From the 30 on second down, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. And that will be incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Illegal touching. Offense.
And that flag accepted. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll run again with Perine. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they used the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Now it's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
And of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the
Holding.
field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
Why are we doing this?
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now Jackson. Going long here for Wallace. And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
It's a big play there for Baltimore.
And even 40 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. 1st down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. They'll run with Dobbins. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Jackson's going to keep it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Charlie Kohler. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Again, it's Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now Bengals on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is third down and 12. Burrow looking to pass. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Oh, the return is Prochet.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting him today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Now Jackson on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They run the option on second down.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Now it's Jackson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The Bengals set to take over. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Once again, they run with Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On second down, here's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Touchdown, Bengals! Tyler Boyd, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Burrow will throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 24-17. Less than 90 seconds to go. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment.
Holding.
Let's see what our referee says. That's Ronnie Stanley, former top 10 pick from Notre Dame.
Throwing, Jackson.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. At issue here, does the football make contact with the ground before he secured it? And I think some of these angles are going to give us a pretty good look.
Secured is the important part because the ball can touch the ground, but it can't be loose when it does. So that's what they're going to have to try and figure out.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker.
I can't help it because I'm just sitting back in admiration right now for what I'm seeing. This is a defense that essentially announces to everyone that they're going to play, you are not running the ball against us. I don't care how you try to go about doing it.
Number 1 rush defense in the league for a reason, and after that last play, they might want to try to go to the air. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away from the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now it's the Ravens' turn. Trailing in this one now. 20 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. Now Jackson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.